And welcome back to the Munch Sports Grill, everyone. Hour number 2 of Seahawks Weekly. Monday Night Football. The Seahawks and the Packers. You will hear it right here on 710 ESPN Seattle. And by the way, if you listen to the Seahawks Huddle today, make sure you listen to Bob and Draws, that terrific show during the 1 o'clock hour tomorrow for your chance to win tickets to the home opener. If you're in the neighborhood, we've still got one more drawing to do, a free drawing for tickets to see the game on Monday. This is the part of the time on the show we get to introduce you to an actual, real, live Seattle Seahawks. Here he is, everyone, J.R. Sweezy. We sure appreciate you coming over here. Good to see you. And again, I want to reiterate what I said when you were sitting there, man. Russell Wilson or Schmussel Wilson. What you did is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in a training camp. And you kind of told us the story way back when, but tell everyone, how it was. What I guess it was Tom Cable made contact with you and said, "Yeah, we're interested, but."
Yeah, and pretty much he called me and he said, "What do you think about playing offensive line?" I told him I'd be the punter if you wanted me to be.
So it was going to be okay.
Yeah, I just want to play ball. I think that's exactly what I told him. And he came out, put me through a workout, liked what he saw, and now I'm here. So it worked out.
The most badass punter in the history. Well, this was, in our minds, I know, for a lot of people too, the biggest story of coming out of camp was your transition. Because I heard about it early on, and I was like, oh man, that's probably going to be a 2-year project. And then as it went on, but it was probably good for you to have the T.O. stuff and the Russell Wilson stuff, the quarterback controversy, because there was enough pressure on you already without all the added media attention, right?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if it so much helped, but I guess it was good that not everyone was looking at me.
Just one more thing to worry about. We talked a little bit about this and kind of teased you. So you're a defensive lineman. You probably used to complain about being held by offensive linemen. Now you're an offensive lineman. Are those D linemen just a bunch of whiners?
Oh yeah.
Are you an offensive lineman? Do you feel like? Is it done in your mind?
Yeah, mentally I am. Definitely not.
He's had the full lobotomy. He's gone over to the dark side of the offense.
Well, I talked with Tom Cable about it, and first of all, just congratulations for just you being here and all the success you've had so far. One of the things that really, I guess, kind of shocked me that he said was that when he asked you about would you be willing to play offensive line, that you said yes. Because he said he asked a lot of people that, and they were like, you mean I can't play my position? So the fact that you actually agreed to do that, like you were willing to do whatever it took, I think just really impressive.
Yeah, I love this game, and I'm blessed enough, it's my job, so I just want to play, that's my mentality every day, go out there and have fun.
Well, I know you were a wrestler too in high school. That's one of the things that he really liked about you. And so, tell us, how does that help you as far as being an offensive lineman?
It definitely has some pluses. When wrestling stuff, you have to be aware of body position at all times. Hand fighting, hand control. You win or lose basically on that sometimes. And so that's basically what you're doing in the trenches. Hand fighting, body position. So it definitely helps.
You went to NC State, right?
Yeah.
So you played with us?
Yeah.
So when he got here, you can say that. Did you kind of say to guys, actually, I know this guy, and he's really something. I mean, did it surprise you at all that he was able to do what he did? You were a sophomore when he was a freshman, right?
No, we came in the same.
Oh, same year.
Okay, same everything. He left our senior year.
I mean, so many people talk about him, written stories about him, just take on a different tone. That he is a special guy. Was that your experience?
He is. That's what he did at school. He came in, took control of offense. Was in there first, last one to leave. It's kind of amazing to watch the guy because it's kind of I look up to him in a way how he works so hard.
Sure.
And how he's so mentally strong. And he did the same thing here. And like I said, it's amazing.
So he was like that as an 18-year-old?
Yeah, exactly like that.
I think he was like that as a 5-year-old.
That's kind of the impression I'm getting too.
It was amazing.
When you talk about people's special skills, special talent, of course it takes special talent to play this game. And then you see it on another level, when certain guys you can tell are doing with focus or some stuff that kind of can't be taught.
Yeah.
Does it seem that way with him sometimes?
I would definitely just the way he mentally prepares, you know, and the way he came in, no, and he knew he played offense. You know, he didn't miss a play. He can't. And so it was just kind of pretty remarkable.
Yeah, when I was in the NFL, I was with the linebacker group, and I was always kind of a little jealous of the offensive line. They seem to have an uncanny sort of bond. It used to be one that was sort of bonded by misery. You only get mentioned when there's a penalty.
Wow, you really are a defensive guy.
No, it's true.
Even your compliment has got
He's whining. One day he was whining right now.
No, I actually envy that because they have kind of a special bond, you know, and so how's this group? You know, you got, first of all, a great coach who just seems like just a consummate O-lineman coach, you know, and then you got a good group of guys, a lot of funny guys like Moffitt. What's that group like? What's it like being a part of this one?
It's a great group, you know, and they helped me so much to get to the point where I'm at, and I give a lot of credit to them. I'm asking questions every day after practice, before practice, meetings. You know, they've never turned me down. They've always been there to help. They'll even pull me aside and say, you need to do this, you need to do that. And Cable, you know, he's one of the best coaches, line coach in the league. You know, he's been nothing but helpful. And I think those two things, the players and him, are a big reason why I've progressed so fast.
What was the hardest thing for you transitioning over from being a defensive lineman? All you have to do is run up the field and turn it into an offensive lineman with an actual technique. Was it the technique, the offensive philosophy, was it the plays, or what was the hardest thing for you to kind of pick up?
The best, when people ask me how to explain it, I basically tell them everything is optional. Literally everything is optional. Down to the stance, you know, a defense, you're downhill every play, you know, you're flying around. Offense, you got to sit back, wait for things to happen, and then you can attack. You know, and it's just knowing the different schemes, and when somebody moves, and responsibility changes. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot, but I like it. So.
It takes people years, man. You did it in a few weeks, for crying out loud. And then you had game one against the Cardinals, and you got to see a guy who did what you like to do. And you saw one of the best D tackles in the league, Darnell Doggett. I've got no illusions either. I'm sure Ray Horton, they saw, I'm sure you knew it too. Well, we got a rookie guard, we're going to show him stuff that I guarantee you didn't see. It was kind of like that a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. The speed increased quite a bit, but it was a learning experience. You know, I'm still learning every day. I'm nowhere near where I need to be, and you know, I just put that as that a learning experience. I'm just going to continue to grow.
Well, it didn't seem to impact you at all. I thought one of the really interesting things was watching you play last week. I imagine that was part of the plan to come the other day. You were going to spell John and you were going to play. And then, I mean, there was no leftover. Was it hard at all for you to just forget about it, you know, and move on to week two?
You got to have a short memory in this business. Even you know, one play you jump offside, you can't let it hold you. You got to. That's done with. We on to the next play. It's the same thing. You know, after the game, I give it one day, you know, to be up or down about it, and then after that, it's over. Prepare for the next one. So.
The Arizona defense just looked incredibly competent to them, and the way they were lining up, and it was never the same guy in the same position with the same jersey number over you. When you guys came out of that film, did you get the feeling that, okay, it was tough, but there's some things that we can work on, and we can figure this thing out? Was it?
Oh yeah, it came down to us, and the good thing was is we didn't communicate well. We still put ourselves in a position to win that ball game.
That's right.
So we took it as a positive. You know, we just need to communicate better, do a couple things better, and you know, we'd be in a great position to win the ball game, and that's what we took.
So talk about going from playing college to playing in front of the 12th man and playing. What's that been like? What's that like for you?
That place is real good. It gets loud in there, real loud. I was sitting on the sideline. For a second, I just kind of zoned out. I couldn't even hear myself think. It was an experience.
Monday night's gonna be loud.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, what the Packers look like to you when you look at the film? They got another 3-4.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's all you guys have seen, it seems like, for the last, even preseason, right? The last preseason.
Yeah, pretty much. They're great defense. They got some nice guys on the edge, some older guys in the middle. I got to play ball, so if we come out there with our game plan, you know, we're going to be hard to stop. But you know, that's on us. We have to come out there and execute everything we do.
So JR, if it's not tough enough going from defense to offense and starting as a rookie, how about settling into the Seattle area? How's that been going?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great. Yeah, I finally got my my apartment a few weeks ago. Now, really, I've been in the hotel before that, so I'm finally settling down a little bit. You know, getting some furniture in my place.
Where are you going with the furniture? Because I went with the I was really cheap. I went with the unfinished furniture to come home from practice and say that stayed. I didn't know any better.
I don't see him laughing really. So
Yeah, so
what are you gonna get first?
I got a bed first.
Oh, of course.
That's good.
Been at TV for a while.
Remember them days, man?
Yes, I do.
Actually, it's funny. It comes all the way back around when we get over. It's easy. I'm just fine too.
That's all it takes.
Mac, didn't you show up at your shoot things on a plastic hockey bag?
My mom's in the crowd. She hates it when I tell the story about coming up here with all my shoes in the garbage bag.
All your stuff was in the garbage.
All my shoes were. And I had to get them off the carousel at the airport. That was kind of embarrassing. Somebody was like, oh, somebody got their clothes in the garbage bag. JR with the luggage up there and
No stories like that. Your story, it's going to be better enough telling that other story. Yeah, telling the story about making a switch. JR Sweezy is with us here, by the way. We are at the Munch Sports Grill on 710 ESPN Seattle on Seahawks Weekly. Dave Resnick along with Dave Wyman and Max Strong, and visiting with JR Sweezy. The Packers and the Seahawks have a matchup on Monday. I don't know how I missed the fact that you won this. Has anyone asked you about? Have you been asked about Russell?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. I don't know how I missed it.
Just not by you.
Yeah, no, not apparently by me, because like everyone else, I'm getting very fascinated about this. So don't you will know what boundary to draw. You know, just no, I'm not going to answer that sort of thing. But, I mean, did you ever see him do anything really wrong? Did he ever cheat in class?
No.
Did you ever see him drunk?
No.
Hungover?
No.
Did he ever get arrested?
No.
Dave's trying to find out.
No, huh?
No. He's a great guy.
He really?
Great guy.
Well, it seems, and you know, and then the other thing, of course, the questions about him, and I don't know if this is something you guys ever dealt with on post-national defense, obviously, as a state, was this lack of size thing, and then throwing the ball. I mean, you were on the other side in practice. I mean, did it ever strike you that he was on the block? Was it something that he made adjustments to, or was he already okay at that point?
Sometimes the guys in the secondary said that it played his advantage because they couldn't see where he was looking sometimes. So I've never heard anything really bad.
It never seemed like a negative. You guys never experienced it being negative?
Yeah, never.
I was on to something. Well, this is what really, I'm just curious. Now, JR, I'm not going to ask you those previous questions because it's possible some of those things do. Being a big guy and playing on the defensive line and all that anyway. You know, it's funny, we talked about that first week with Dockett, but then I imagine that once or twice you saw 94 Dallas line against you. So speaking of fast, I mean, has that sort of been the thing about maybe the biggest thing, the biggest adjustment, not just from college up, but even preseason to regular season, is how fast this game is playing?
Yeah, definitely. From college to preseason, he got faster, and then from preseason to now, it took off. So it's quick. It's a lot faster than when I used to play.
I think the other thing that's so discouraging, and I noticed this, was that I knew all the big shots were, but then when I came to practice, a guy I never heard of knocked me on my ass. That was like, oh, trouble. Wait till the really good players start playing against those guys. Because that's the thing about, you realize, this gets said a lot, but everybody is good, right? I mean, no matter what, if you're in the NFL, everybody is good. And I think that was the most shocking transition. You find that out with Arizona, because they have some kind of no-name linebackers down there like Groves. That guy's playing really well right now. Gerald Washington. Yeah, I mean, they've got some guys that aren't like household names.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in this league, there's a reason. So everybody's good, so you got to be ready.
How about when Tom Cable called you and said, I want to draft you as an offensive lineman? Did you start looking at tape, like when you trying to figure out what this is all about? Did you go to any of your offensive linemen that you played with in college, or you look at them with anybody?
No, not really. The funny thing is, my dad has told me my entire life you should be playing offensive line.
Really? No kidding.
Yeah. And he said, you know, even in high school, you should play offensive line. You could have picked any school you wanted to go to. And same thing in college. And now, you know, turns out that he's right.
Was he a coach?
Yeah, well, never like on a major level. But,
Oh, he was a high school coach.
Yeah.
Oh, so he knew.
yeah, he definitely did.
High school coaches are good.
Yeah, that's good.
Everyone starts as a high school coach before you get to that level. Now, why did he ever tell you why he thought that? So it's interesting. So, I mean, obviously, football coaches saw an offensive lineman.
Yeah, I guess he just saw, you know, that, you know, I was big enough to do it, and I was maybe more agile than an average offensive lineman. Maybe I'm not
Too smart for a defensive line.
Well,
Run up the field.
I'm assuming he wanted to have all these years. When he said it, you're like, no. I mean, so why? Why did you? Was it just I don't care what you say, Dad? I like defense, or
Yeah, well, I've always played defense, always, and just wanting to hit people.
right? It's really pretty simple, yeah. Right.
Yeah,
You're getting in and all that.
But now that I'm on offense, you get to hit plenty.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what, he's going to watch preseason, and you know, once you figure out who to get, he knows how to get them.
Yeah.
And that's what Chuck Knox used to say, well, who to get and how to get them. And I've seen you, you're very aggressive. And Pete Carroll told us, like, okay, he's making rookie mistakes, but that you've been dominant at times. So it looks like you were very sure about who you're going to hit, you hit it hard.
Yeah, that's my mentality, is just to go hard every play. 100 miles an hour, wide open. And even if I don't know what's going on, I'm still going to go 100 miles an hour and make something happen.
Talk about what it's like to have a guy like Marshawn Lynch running behind you, and how much does that motivate the offensive lineman when you see him with the way he runs the football and the success he makes?
It's a big plus for us because he's so good. We don't have to give him much room, and he can make something happen. So when we make a lot of room, something really good happens. So it's a big advantage for that.
And he's probably, and you guys probably get told a lot, like, don't stop your feet, or else he'll probably run right into the back of you.
Mama can tell you about that. Actually happened last year. I remember he ran to the back and just kept going.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm still trying to puzzle this whole thing. I'm off Russell Wilson. Don't worry about that. Now I'm trying to puzzle out the fact that your dad saw the hero. I wonder if, and this is what I was thinking of, you talking about wrestling, and it helps in certain ways, but also use your feet, and it seems like being an offensive lineman, quick feet is part of what you have to have. Yeah, that's what they would probably look at, talking about agility and that aspect of it. And Tom Cable, of course, and now we've come to learn since been here, has his zone blocking scheme. It's easier for someone who does it to explain it. But I'm wondering, was there anything that you think in how you play, how you move, that makes this particular system work better for you?
The zone blocking definitely, because
Did it play to some strengths of yours?
yeah, like you said, you know, we can't stop moving our feet because, you know, our running backs are so good. They're trying to run right in the crease, you know, so we're trying to run things out of there. So I think it helps, you know, being able to move well.
Fast, because move fast is one cut.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's
Seems like you guys get the running game going in the second half, and somebody was asking me why that is, and I think, I remember on the defensive side just kind of getting worn down after a while. You guys seem to stick with it. Is that the reason? Is it also about kind of figuring out how to block these guys as the game goes on?
we made some major adjustments too, so that also helped. But our tempo in practice is unbelievable. We get a lot of work done, and nobody takes advantage. You know, we're going when we're out there. For the 2 hours we're out there, we're going. So I think that definitely helps us out a lot.
So what kind of coach is Tom Cable? I mean, I agree with you. I think he's I've played with a lot of different offensive line coaches, and to me, he just really strikes me as someone who, no matter who the guy is, he can get him ready to play, you know, on Sundays. So what kind of a guy is he in the meeting room? Is he a scream at you, kind of dog cut you type of guy? Is he more of a...
He will.
Did you say dog?
I like that.
Okay, all right.
Very deep south on us over here.
You know what you dog cut.
That's I know the phrase, man. I know the phrase. It's a Georgia phrase.
That is, you know, the South coming out.
He doesn't beat around the bush. If there's something that he needs to relay to you, he tells you exactly what it is. So I think it helps, and it clears up everything for us. There's no gray area when it comes to him. He tells us exactly what we need to do, exactly how to fix this, exactly when to make this call. So I think that's a big reason why he's so good.
What about Pete Carroll? I think everybody has the idea of what Pete Carroll is, and it's different from, because I've sat in those meetings and listened to him, and he said some of the best things I've ever heard come out of the coach. Just, what was the most surprising thing about Pete Carroll, that your sort of perception of him versus reality?
Just how easy to get along with. He comes out and shoots basketball with us. He's around the facility. He's like just another guy. Having a conversation with us, eating lunch with us. It's just it's a good feeling. Your head coach, he's on your side. He wants to help you.
So I'm sitting here picturing Chuck Knox, my old head coach, shooting baskets.
No.
I don't think that.
How about Mike Holmgren?
No.
Those big booty shorts.
The old school Kareem Abdul-Jabbar stuff anywhere? All right, JR, a little radio thing for you here. So as you probably can tell by now, this is the long segment. When we do our show, our first segment is 24 minutes. It's a long segment. So yeah, you can see Matt, you can see the old players beginning to fade away as we're getting down the stretch. It's been terrific though, and so we want to get to know you a little bit. So you're from North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
And you went to North Carolina State, as we know, and played defense. Who's your favorite band?
Favorite band?
Yeah, or if you want to do type of music, that's fine too.
I like all music, but I like alternative rock, stuff like that.
Well, you're in a good place for that.
Yeah.
Put them through some show tunes.
I'd have been really surprised, but then again, I would have thought about what he did and said, you see, you got to be wired a little bit different.
I was thinking rap myself. The way he had his hat down low.
Well, and the camouflages, the black socks, maybe.
Hip hop.
I like it all. I really do.
All right, what's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? I'm gonna have to say.
Put him in his White Sox hat.
I'm gonna say The Waterboy.
Sandler, strong, comedy.
I really like this kid now.
Bobby Boucher. Bobby Boucher.
He's got a teenager's sense of humor.
Absolutely. What about television show?
Me and my girlfriend were big True Blood.
Oh, yeah, okay. She's sort of looking for one. Man, that's the thing. When these guys were little way back when, me too. Remember there were 3 channels. And there really was a vast waste. Now you're full if you don't watch TV. There's so much great stuff on there. I mean, there is. There really is. What was the first thing you bought when you got your contract signed? I'm guessing it wasn't a big deal.
No.
It wasn't.
Thank you.
No, but really, the first thing. That t-shirt? All right, never mind. Something for you. You don't have to answer. JR told you at the beginning. I don't want to answer. That's good enough. Last question, then we'll let you go. I thought I heard someone ask this. The socks hat.
Oh, it's just raining.
Just to look good?
Yeah.
That's what it's done. Hey, well, look, congratulations, A, on making the team, obviously, and B, just an incredible move that you made from offensive defense to offensive, getting a chance to play, and what looks like a big role in the team is going to have a terrific year. Best of luck on Monday and the rest of the year.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you coming by.
I appreciate it.
JR Sweezy, everybody.